We debated what we should announce today. Should we announce 4 and 5? We've planned them out. We've got 5 years down the road. And I was like, I think 11 projects in 2 years is plenty. Having not mentioned anything for two or 3 years.
How's it going, everybody? It's Warren, and welcome back to the channel. As if the Marvel Cinematic Universe wasn't already exciting enough with the beginning of Phase 4 right around the corner with Black Widow only a few months away, we have actually gotten a lot of Phase 5 news. And as you just saw Kevin Feige say in an interview with MTV News, Phase 5 is done. The lineup is complete. Marvel has a 5-year plan, so they have the next 5 years of the MCU completely planned out. In fact, we have the release dates for every film that Marvel is going to release between now and 2023. And as it turns out, it looks like we seem to know every single movie that they're going to be releasing as well in Phase 5. There have been a lot of confirmations recently about movies coming out in Phase 5, and Kevin Feige, the president of Marvel Studios himself, has even confirmed some movies that we can expect. So I'm going to talk about these leaks. I'm going to talk about every single movie that we can expect to see in Phase 5, what the Phase 5 slate is most likely going to look like, and every single thing that we know about all of the movies. If you're new, be sure to subscribe so you can stay up to date on everything relating to the MCU. I'm also giving away an Xbox One or a PS4, and all you have to do is be subscribed with notifications turned on, leave a like on the video, and drop a comment below. I'm picking a winner at 550,000 subscribers. So Marvel has recently revealed all of their Phase 5 release dates from 2022 through 2023. And so far, only one of the slots has been revealed and confirmed, and that is Black Panther 2 in May of 2022. Now, this is going to be the second movie released of Phase 5. They also have a slot reserved for February of 2022, which will be the first slot. The entire slate goes as followed: February 2022, May 2022, July 2022, and October 2022. We then move on to the next year, and we have February 2023, May 2023, July 2023, and November 2023. These are all of the release dates that Marvel currently has set for Phase 5. That's 4 movies a year, more than they usually do. But that makes perfect sense because Marvel now has a lot more new characters to work with, including the X-Men, the Fantastic Four, and of course, Deadpool. But now, what are these movies? Well, if we look at everything that Kevin Feige has said about Phase 5 and look at the movies that he has already confirmed to be in development, we pretty much know what the slate is going to be. After San Diego Comic-Con in 2019, Kevin Feige revealed that he decided last minute to not talk about Phase 5 and stick to Phase 4. However, that did not stop him from talking about a few movies. Before Marvel's panel at San Diego Comic-Con wrapped up, Kevin Feige took the time to announce Blade and bring Mahershala Ali on stage. And although they don't have a set release date yet, they did take the time to announce it at San Diego Comic-Con, bring Mahershala Ali in, and show the Blade logo. And since they've cast their main character and have a logo made for the movie already, things are well underway. And it's very unlikely that they would announce this if Blade wasn't coming pretty soon in Phase 5. So both of those Phase 5 movies were revealed, but then Kevin Feige mentioned some other movies before he got off the stage.
So this is Phase 4. There's a lot of other stuff we didn't get a chance to talk about today. We didn't even mention that we're making Black Panther 2. Didn't come up. We didn't mention the fact that Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is coming. We didn't have time to talk about Captain Marvel 2, by the way. I didn't even have time to talk about the Fantastic Four. There's no time left to talk about mutants and how mutants.
So, Kevin Feige name drops Black Panther 2, Captain Marvel 2, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, and then the X-Men and the Fantastic Four. Now, it seems very unlikely that Kevin Feige would mention these names unless they were coming relatively soon. Why tease us if the films aren't going to be developed for a while? And of course, this was confirmed at Disney's D23 event where Kevin Feige announced Black Panther 2 and its official release date of May of 2022. And of course, as we know from its release date, it is going to be in Phase 5. And then, just yesterday, we got confirmation for Captain Marvel 2. There hasn't really been any word about Captain Marvel 2 for a very long time, despite Kevin Feige officially announcing it at San Diego Comic-Con. But yesterday, The Hollywood Reporter announced that Captain Marvel 2 now has a writer, Megan McDonnell, and Megan is also a writer on the WandaVision series. But they also revealed that Captain Marvel 2 is eyeing a 2022 release date. That would put it in Phase 5, which of course makes perfect sense because Kevin Feige announced it at San Diego Comic-Con. Now so far it's been reported by a few people, including Daniel RPK, that we're most likely going to be getting the Secret Invasion storyline for Captain Marvel 2. Originally in the comics, this involves the Skrull shape-shifting into Avengers, which obviously causes a big problem. However, in the MCU and Captain Marvel, the Skrull are actually revealed to be good. So if they do go the Secret Invasion story route, it's most likely going to be the Kree who are invading the Earth, or some Skrull who have actually gone bad. And then of course Kevin Feige dropped Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. There's been a lot of drama in regards to Guardians 3. There was the firing of James Gunn, which was a really scary time because he was also the writer of the film. Fortunately, Marvel and Disney took him back. However, it came at a slight cost, mostly to us fans. When James Gunn was fired, he took a job with DC, directing the Suicide Squad. And it's already been confirmed that he can't work on Guardians of the Galaxy 3 until he's done with the Suicide Squad in August of 2021. Fortunately for us, that is plenty of time for Guardians of the Galaxy 3 to be complete and enter Phase 5, especially when you consider the fact that James Gunn has already confirmed that he has written the script, but still most likely due for one of the 2023 spots. So these few movies that Kevin Feige made sure to mention at the end of San Diego Comic-Con have already been confirmed for Phase 5. But he also mentioned the Fantastic Four and the X-Men. And since the other movies that he mentioned with them have been confirmed for Phase 5, it's most likely that these are going to be in Phase 5 as well. In fact, we've already gotten some reports from some insiders in the Marvel community that the Fantastic Four could be in 2022. And that report came from MCU Cosmic and the Geeks Worldwide. Kevin Feige has actually hinted that the Fantastic Four would most likely come before the X-Men, and that makes sense because the Fantastic Four are just 4 individuals. The X-Men have so many different characters to choose from. It's going to be a lot harder to introduce them than it is to introduce the Fantastic Four first. However, Kevin Feige has confirmed that Marvel Studios has been thinking about what to do with these characters for years now, even before the deal with Fox was complete. But of course, the deal has been complete for some time now, and Kevin Feige and Marvel Studios has well over 4 years to consider what they're going to do with the Fantastic Four and the X-Men. And recently, Kevin Feige actually revealed a deleted post-credit scene from Iron Man 1 that revealed the X-Men. In the post-credit scene, Nick Fury says, "Assorted mutants."
As if gamma accidents, radioactive bug bites, and assorted mutants weren't enough. I have to deal with a spoiled brat who doesn't play well with others and wants to keep all his toys to himself.
Who the hell are you?
Nick Fury, director of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Now, of course, at the time, they couldn't actually use that because they didn't have the rights to use the X-Men in the MCU. However, this does go to show that Marvel Studios has been planning on the X-Men being a part of the MCU for a very long time, over 11 years. And as far as the X-Men are concerned, we've gotten a report from Mikey Sutton, another insider, that say some of the X-Men could make an appearance in Phase 4. This was further backed up by the fact that Patrick Stewart, who plays Professor Xavier in the Fox universe, recently revealed that he met with Kevin Feige himself to talk about Professor X in the MCU. Now, despite the fact that it's simply incredible that Marvel Studios would even consider bringing back Patrick Stewart's Professor Xavier in the MCU, what this does tell us is that the X-Men are well on their way. In fact, there's been a report from the Twitter account Smart Tom that what they wanted Professor Xavier for was a cameo in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. So if this is true, and Marvel is planning on introducing the X-Men in some shape or form in Phase 4, they can definitely do it in Phase 5. And then we have Ant-Man 3. This was recently confirmed by Michael Douglas, who of course plays Hank Pym. And Michael Douglas has recently confirmed that Ant-Man is going to start production in January of 2021, which of course gives us plenty of time for a Phase 5 release date in 2022 or 2023. So that's 7 of the 8 movie slots that are for Phase 5. And all of those movies are pretty much confirmed. So that leaves us with 1 movie left. And it could be one of 3 different movies. And I'm going to start off with Deadpool 3. Deadpool 3 has already been confirmed to be in the works at Marvel Studios by Ryan Reynolds himself.
For yet another Deadpool in the franchise?
Yeah, we're working on it right now with the whole team. We're over at Marvel now, which is the big leagues all of a sudden. It's kind of crazy. So yeah, we're working on it.
And not to mention that prior to this, Ryan Reynolds teased Deadpool 3 for Phase 5. He posted on Instagram about Deadpool with the caption, "Investigation heading into year 5, or as I call it, Phase 5. So if Deadpool 3 is already in development, then it's definitely going to be in Phase 5 unless Marvel Studios decides to not include it in the main Marvel Cinematic Universe. There is a possibility that Marvel Studios will allow Deadpool to remain rated R, but the consequence may be not to be included in the timeline. Deadpool will exist in the MCU, and the events that take place in the MCU will affect what happens in the movie. However, may not affect the MCU and the movies that exist within. If Marvel goes this route, then Deadpool 3 won't technically be included in Phase 5. However, as it seems, right now, Deadpool 3 will most likely be in Phase 5. But in case he's not, there are other options, and one of those options are the Thunderbolts. A few days ago, Daniel RPK reported that the Falcon and the Winter Soldier series is going to set up the Thunderbolts in the MCU. It's possible that during the Falcon and the Winter Soldier series and through other shows and movies in Phase 4, the Thunderbolts will be introduced and then they will eventually get their own film. And this is likely if Marvel Studios doesn't want to introduce another new Avengers group for some time. However, if Marvel does want to introduce the new Avengers and Deadpool 3 isn't going to technically be a part of Phase 5, that's the movie that it's going to be. Kevin Feige has confirmed that he does already know who the new Avengers team is going to be and that it is going to be very different.
Could the next Avengers we see be Young Avengers? Have you guys thought about, do you know what the next Avengers team looks like?
Yes. And it will be a very different team than we've seen before. That's what Endgame was all about.
Yeah.
It will be a very different incarnation of the team with some people you've already met and some people you haven't met.
So either Deadpool 3, the Thunderbolts, or the new Avengers team is going to be that final slot in the Phase 5 lineup. Based off of everything that we know, all of the confirmations, and what Kevin Feige said at San Diego Comic-Con, this is most likely the entire Phase 5 lineup. Now, another thing to mention is that Marvel has confirmed 3 Disney Plus TV shows, Ms. Marvel, Moon Knight, and She-Hulk, but these are actually rumored to be a part of Phase 4, they just haven't been announced yet. There's always a chance that these could be in Phase 5, in which of course this lineup will be rearranged by 3 movies, but unless that happens, this is pretty much the lineup based off of everything we know. So, what do you think about this? Would you be excited with these movies in Phase 5? Let me know what you like and let me know what you would change. Let me know down below. Also, don't forget to give the video a like and subscribe with notifications turned on so you can stay up to date on everything relating to the MCU. Giveaway details are below, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. And as always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.